Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see the challenge of if you can't sleep, just count sheep. So in this challenge we are given a non-negative integer 3. For example, return a string with normal 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep. Because the number which is input to the function as 3, we are counting it to the 3. So input will be always valid and there is no negative integers. So we do not need to do any kind of operations in order to check whether it is a negative integer or not. The input is always valid and it is positive numbers. So here we can delete this line of code, and here we can see we are having a function which is count sheep, and it is having an integer num as input parameter, and it is returning a string. So as it is returning a string, I will first create a str which will hold my this value, because I have to return this string as a output parameter from my function. So I'll just return str. So the main thing is we have to generate this string. So as you can see here, this part of the substring is getting repeated 3 times because the input is 3. So we have to do something so that our code should iterate 3 times, and this part of the code will be generated again and again, but this number should be changing in every time, every occurrence. So as suppose we are getting the integer number as 3, so I have to iterate my loop that many number of times. So I'll just have a for loop for that. Because the I is 0, I'll start from 0, and if the number is 3, then I'll be 0, 1, 2, and when the 3 comes, I is incremented as 3, then it will be out of the loop. So this loop will iterate only 3 times, and every time I have to create this string. So I just copy this string. This is the string which every time which we have to create. So in Golang we are having a function which is fmt.sprintf. So this is a function which is present in the fmt package. So we have to import that package into our code first. So I am importing the fmt package by using the import statement, and now we are able to use the sprintf function. So this sprintf takes an input argument into it, and instead of outputting it on the console, it will just create the string whatever we are passing here, and it will just output that string. So we have to have some variable which can hold that particular string. So here as of now I will be having str which can hold this particular string whatever it is present here. So as we have to generate this string, so I am just copy pasting this string here inside it. So as you can see here, now my loop will iterate 3 times. Now my loop will iterate 3 times, and every time my loop is iterating, I have to change this number into my loop. So here this is hard coded. Now I have to change this one so that it should be dynamic every time, and its value should be the number which is iterating every time. So here I value is changing every time the loop is iterating. So I can have this number as comma I plus 1, because the I value here it is starting from 1, but here in our for loop the I is starting from 0. So I am just adding 1 to it so that my sheep count will be 1, 2 and 3. Now here I can have %v, so that whatever value is passed here after the comma, it will be replaced at the place of %v. But now here, now this string is generating as 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, but we want this entire thing to be concatenated. So in order to concatenate into a string, we can have here plus equal to. So here plus equal to, what it will do is when the I in the first occurrence I is 0, and here it will generate the string as I plus 1, that is 1 ship, and this function will return 1 ship to str. Now str will be at the first, str is not having any value into it, it is just blank, so it will add blank with 1 ship, so the output is 1 ship. Now str is holding 1 ship into it. In the second occurrence I is 1, and here 2 ship will be generated from this function, and this will be added to already whatever str is having. So str is now having 1 ship into it, and we are adding 2 ship into the str. So the value of str now at the end of the loop is 1 ship and 2 ship until this. Now at the third occurrence, the str this fmt statement will be generating 3 ship. Then the str is already holding this value into it, and 3 ship will be added to the end of the str. Now str is having entire loop, and as the I value is 2 at the end of the loop, it will increment, and this value is not satisfied, so it will get out of the for loop, and we will just return the str. So I think it is pretty clear now. Let's test the code now. As you can see here, the test case is passed. There was only one test case in here, so I'll just attempt the code. So my attempt is also successful. There were only 2 test cases which were present in this attempt, and I think now I can submit my code. So I'm submitting my code now. Thank you all for watching.